Just Try Nation, stand up. It's your boy.
Good morning, my brothers and sisters. It's your boy. And I wanted to take a few minutes of your time on today to speak from this perspective. Don't be phony. Stop fronting, acknowledge it, and move on. Don't be phony. Stop fronting, acknowledge it, move on. And I wanted to use this scenario as an example to lead me into my point. You ever been somewhere and you saw somebody you knew, but for whatever reason, whatever background y'all had with each other, you act like you didn't even see him, and therefore you didn't speak, and you actually had to consume time to think about doing this stuff, this phony stuff. My thing is, stop being phony. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. How you doing? And move on. And I'm explaining this because this type of dysfunctionality happens in our typical day-to-day. And I believe that it happens as it relates to fear. You know, we got these acronyms that says fear is false evidence of being real. And then there's scripture in the Bible that says God does not give us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. That's right. God doesn't give us fear. But to believe that fear doesn't exist is like believing that the devil don't exist. To believe that fear doesn't exist is just like believing that the devil doesn't exist. And they have this axiom that says the greatest trick that the devil ever pulled was making people believe he doesn't exist. Yeah, the devil does exist. Fear is real, and we feel it. And so what I wanted to share is something about courage. Right? Courage has never been, and I thank God for giving me this revelation. Courage has never been the absence of fear. Courage is moving in the direction of your purpose, the direction of your goal, despite having fear, until confidence grows and moves fear out of your mind or out of the room. And I'm going to say it again. Courage has never been the absence of fear. Courage is moving in the direction of your purpose or your goal, despite having fear, until confidence grows and moves fear out of your mind or out of the room. That's it. And any person that has been successful despite fear, doing something new that they've never done before, that you've never been able to draw reference from, a past experience, can identify with the definition of this courage, because you know that as you were going through this major milestone, for me, it was going to college because I had done an awful job in getting myself through high school. Just an awful demonstration of academic performance. Just horrible, because I wasn't focused. And so when God put in my spirit to go to college, I was the last one to believe that I could be successful in it. So yeah, there was this trepidation, there was this fear, there was this doubt as I was going through, until confidence came. I found myself getting the highest scores on tests that were being taken. Me, until confidence came and it pushed fear out of the room. And now look what God is doing. So I wanted to just share this perspective, because when we allow ourselves to act like it doesn't exist, I feel like what we're doing is we're taking away from the progress. We're taking away from the development that God is really trying to have with us. Acknowledge that the fear exists. That's what the Bible means when it says, greater is he that is in me than he, the enemy that's responsible for all of this fear in the first place, than he that is in the world. You know, there is this story about two wolves. One is evil and one is good. And there's this father having a conversation to his son about how they are combating with each other every day. Every day it's always a fight between the bad wolf and the good wolf. And the son asks, Dad, well, which one wins? And the father says, the one that you feed is the one who wins. And so when you're feeding the courage, when you're feeding the moving in the direction of where it is you feel God is pushing you, that's when the confidence comes and moves that evil, fearful, trying to be intimidating spirit, wolf, whatever you want to call it, out of the room, out of your mind. And that's how we do great things. So what am I saying? Next time you see that person, speak to them. Stop fronting. The next time God puts something on your mind and or on your spirit to do, and you know you don't have reference, you know you're a little insecure about it, acknowledge your insecurity. Lord, I just don't know. Like Moses, like all of the characters in the Bible, Lord, I just don't know. Allow yourself to be transparent, insecure, vulnerable, so that God can give you what you need so that confidence can start to grow, just like fruit, and push all of that fear and doubt out of your mind, out of the room. I know I said a mouthful, but at the end of the day, it's all designed for us to get to where God has ordained for us to be. He created us to be winners, reflections of who He is. However, it's going to be a burden for us to get there. But I'm going to end it like I always do. I know it's hard, but the only thing God wants us to do is what? Just try. Peace.